As 2022 comes to a close, I thought it'd be fun to list my top 5 favorite movies of the year. At the number 5 spot, I have the Diary of a Wimpy Kid animated movie. Now, I'm already a huge Diary of a Wimpy Kid fan, so it didn't take much for this movie to become on my top 5. But another thing that helped this movie is that it wasn't a trash reboot of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series like The Long Haul was. At the number 4 spot, we have Black Adam. Now, Black Adam is honestly probably the first DC movie that I actually enjoyed since the Justice League Snyder Cut. I like the Justice Society in this movie. I thought Black Adam was pretty good. The only thing I didn't really like about it was how Sabak only took up about 30 minutes of the movie. I feel like they could have given him some more screen time. But overall, this was a really good superhero movie, and probably better than most of the Marvel stuff that we got this year. At the number 3 spot, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This movie was incredible. I know a lot of people like to hate on it because they say it didn't live up to the name of the movie, Multiverse of Madness, because they only explored 2 multiverses in it. But it's still a good movie. Like, Scarlet Witch is a great bad guy. I liked America Chavez. Doctor Strange was amazing in this movie, and overall, it was just a great MCU movie. In the number 2 spot, we have Thor Love and Thunder. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one, but here's one of the good things about this movie. Gore the God Butcher suffered so much. He watched his entire family and his daughter die, which was very hard for him, and then his god told him, "No, I don't care about you, get out of here." So there's actually a reason for Gore to be such a bad guy in this movie, which isn't something that a lot of other supervillains have. They don't have as strong reasons to be a bad guy as Gore the God Butcher did. And Gore the God Butcher was a great bad guy. He was about the same power level as Thor in this movie. And I liked how he was going around killing all the gods, so Thor tried to recruit the strongest team ever to try and stop him. Speaking of Thor, he was great in this movie, and by far the most powerful version of Thor we've seen yet. He was able to defeat Zeus, which was pretty impressive, because Zeus is one of the strongest gods in the MCU. And then I thought all the other characters in this movie were pretty solid too, and the runtime was not bad at all. And the CGI, at the beginning it was a little bit wonky, but after that it was great. So overall, this is a really good movie. In the number 1 spot, we have Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, I know what you're all gonna say. This movie didn't come out in 2022. Well, you'd be right, but the extended version did. That's right, I found another way to beat the system and put Spider-Man No Way Home at the top of one of my movie lists. Spider-Man No Way Home was amazing. Sure, the extended version didn't add too much, but the scenes that they did add were pretty funny. Obviously, the 3 Spider-Men and their connection in this movie is just incredible. All the bad guys were great because we'd seen them all before. Doctor Strange was great in this movie. Everything was just perfect in this movie.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Peter 1 had to finally learn how to overcome his suffering, because other than the death of Tony Stark, he hadn't had to do that too much in the MCU. But in this movie, there were so many things that would have made him mad, but he learned to be happy anyways. And he had to suffer the death of one of his loved ones that the other 3 Spider-Men had to have as well. For Tobey Maguire, it was Uncle Ben and his best friend. For Andrew Garfield, it was Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy. And for Tom Holland, now it was Tony Stark and Aunt May, and losing everybody that he ever knew and loved. Anyways, I could go on about this movie forever and explain why it is my favorite MCU movie, but I think I've made a good case. So if you guys enjoy this video, then make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.